Good morning, and welcome to Tastyspleen TV. This is your friendly neighborhood Jehar, and it's too fucking early for this shit. Welcome, everybody. It's going to be a good day of Doombringer 2v2 here today for Saturday Night Slaughter. Slaughter is still a restricted word when it comes to Twitch stream titles, so we have to give it the somewhat anemic abbreviation of SNS, which is like, okay, yeah, whatever. But no, it's going to be really good today. We've got another pair of teams. We have one of the winners from last week. GMT kind of proved to be the ringer that rang the Gravedigger's bell. And we've got Crazy Al coming in as well. But up against them, we've got, where they at? We got Gaia and we got Danks. And they're actually hopping in the server here already, and joining me today, I believe I'm on here with Christus. How you doing, dude?
Hello. Yeah, I'm here. We are actually jumping over to the German servers.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, for those of you unfamiliar, Doombringer is an up-and-coming indie FPS with an emphasis on single player, but because Christus doesn't do anything by the rules, he made just a really fucking good multiplayer mode first. During, simultaneous, in parallel to working on everything else, and it's incredibly competent, incredibly fun, and as you'll see, fun to watch. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch servers here.
I need to take this server a bit. I noticed because it doesn't have the level. I only did the UK server.
Okay, cool.
Mistake.
It's in progress. It's it's a beta. It's fine. Alpha even. Pre-alpha.
Yeah.
Proto pre-alpha. All right. But I think. Oh, does this server have the team name thing?
No, not yet. I'm gonna get.
Okay, cool.
You're going to take just a sec.
This is the real benefit of being on air with the developer. Shit gets done.
The good thing about this is that you don't actually have to restart.
Oh, cool.
Update the files. Update.
That's insane, actually. Because you're adding a whole, you're adding a whole ass CVAR.
It's just a client side.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, today we've got Crazy Al and GMT. GMT's been doing just fine. Crazy Al was looking a little bit shaky last week. Hopefully he's a little bit more awake today. I know I'm not. But up against Gaia, who's been incredible, and Danks, who we haven't seen on either Friday night, what do we call it? Friday Night Fights and Saturday Night Slaughter just yet. But now we get to. But I'm going to go ahead and cut in game here as these guys are getting set on toxicity.
There we go. That should. And then that's
That's down way too low. Let me fix that real quick.
I'm on the wrong server now.
Are you? It's early, all right? It's fine. It's early.
It's still a lot earlier than I expected. I thought it was going to be the usual time, but suddenly everybody danced. There it is. He's coming.
All right, and here comes Danks as well. So we've got all our players, everybody we need. And this is just going to be a raw 5-map series. Last week, we saw every single map lost by Crazy Al's team. So now it's Crazy Al and GMT. It could be the dynamic duo that we've been waiting for.
Yep. And everyone has equally mediocre ping. So
yes. Real equality.
Even Steven.
And yes, we do have discharge in here.
A vote has been called.
They're voting the first map. Fuse. Which is Zoonotic map. Begin.
Like a Zoonotic original?
Yes.
Wow. Those are rare.
But it wasn't an original very long because they...
Right.
Wait.
That's the beautiful thing about the Quake community is everything is stolen by everybody else with full license, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, well,
Nobody owns anything.
It is made by City, and since it's for Sonotic,
That's right.
on the GPL, so it's legal over to others as long as you. And in terms of Quake Live, of course, they bought that license.
Yeah. Weird how this world works.
But I think I like how this map shows the difference between Quake Live and Sonotic, for instance, very well. Because it plays so very differently in those two games. One is very slow and methodical with a lot of railing. Sonotic just crazy all the way.
And of course, here in Doombringer, it plays how it should play, which is pretty balls to the wall. The quad, the Doom Sphere, ends up being a critical factor. Of course, we're doing 4x damage, and things in Doombringer slap pretty heavily as is. I mean, you really just have to play this game to feel it. Just the TTK is just right. It's just right. He wants to disable the rain.
Yeah. CL part.
The rain's nice. It's ambient. It's beautiful. But of course, you can disable it because this is a real game for adults.
Gotta say though, when people play single player without any visual extremities on, it does hurt a bit.
Yeah. Have you thought of like splitting multiplayer and single player configs so that when you go into single player it loads up a little more defaultish?
Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe making, not sure how, maybe if it's in single player you could have DOOMBRINGER or something. Or just have it so you have a bit of like a checkbox in the main menu where you can pick between different configs that you have.
Yeah.
For whatever you want to do, like spectating config.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Not a huge gap either. Alright, so Danks is trying to set fire to the rain, but on the administration we've got Crazy Al and GMT good to go. Over on Winland, we've got the Finns, we got Gaia and Danks. You've got country flags in here, man. It just fucking, this game just works. It just works.
It was something I, for some reason, felt like, yeah, I need to add this. Or I want to add this, rather.
Value added is what Doombringer is all about. Also simple items that cast shadows. World first, I believe.
I'm pretty sure it is. I haven't seen any other simple light. Well,
No.
not in this case, in this way, where usually it's just bright.
All right, but here we go. The administration versus Winland, Crazy Island, GMT. It's going to be interesting seeing how these guys get started because they've played together a whole lot. But it's going to be Danks with the first Doom Sphere. And he is, getting some team frags off the bat here. It's like, okay, teammates are red. Okay, I want to shoot the green guys. Got it. Found one. He hasn't quite chased it into a frag just yet, though, trying to switch over to the pistol, over to the minigun. And finally getting Crazy Al down. GMT has quite a stack, and he's got weapons. Here in 2v2, we play it with weapon stay on, but of course Doombringer is very conservative when it comes to the initial pickup of ammo, so ammo boxes end up being much more important than the weapons themselves sometimes. And GMT is still on the run. Danks hasn't found a way to take him down just yet. Now he's dealing with both of them, down at 35 HP, putting off a lot of defensive damage, but around the pillar he's going to get taken down by GMT, tying it back up 1-1 as Mega comes back up.
Guy takes a dip in the lava and then kills Dang.
Yeah, we've had just as many suicides and team frags as we have actual frags. Exactly as many, in fact, as the score is now reset 0-0 a minute in. Okay.
Yeah, this promises a good time.
Yes. All right, but we got the Doomsphere back up, and this time in the hands of Crazy Al. And another team frag! What is going on? They've got to be sandbagging this. All right, so finally, like, a real proper frag. Guy goes down. Danks has got shotgun, but not for long. As Crazy Al's going to be stacked with armor, a little bit of health as the Doomsphere runs out, and plenty of weapons. So Crazy Al really is the most dangerous man on the server. Chasing along with GMT back down towards red armor. But GMT is going to go through the teleporter thinking that Crazy Al's got his back. Now Crazy Al's by himself. That's what happens when you betray your teammates, as that pair of frags goes over to Winland. But it's a huge fracas down here at the red armor. Frags trading it back and forth. Crazy Al down to 11 HP, deciding to try to get out of there. But up that jump pad, it's not going to be an easy escape. Just one frag separates them. As guy is trying to be cheeky with grenades and shotgun. Like, this is not the fight to take, man. This is, you gotta go. You gotta go elsewhere, yeah. But Crazy Al gets the Doomsphere, immediately dies, shut down quad, which means this tight score is going to stay nice and moist. I almost had that rail. Even though I think Danks was trying to go for his teammate there.
I wonder if have bug to resolve here.
Yeah?
Follow power up doesn't seem to be.
Mine is working.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of working sometimes.
Sometimes for some people. Yeah. That's the best kind of bug.
Love those. Yeah. But missing that power up capture, it meant I could just see Gaia push GMT down into the lava where he discharged.
Yeah, it's a mechanic that just isn't used often enough. But Danks missed the pickup for that armor. And in fact, he's actually got, like, plenty of armor here. So, Winland really well stacked up here, 8-4. Definitely a much closer game than we saw last week. But he's down at the bottom and not finding a good way to be too useful to his teammate. Here we go. Coming in to save the day up against Crazy Al, taking away the Doomsphere and getting a shutdown with the shotgun. He's going to be losing a lot of his stack. He's got to be a little bit careful here, even up against the pistol. He goes from 70 to 40 in no time at all, but there's the red armor back. He's just got to hit with the shotgun. That's all he's got to do. He's got plenty of ammo for it. Now he's just got to find targets. Crazy Al can't hide. Hopefully GMT got some intel. Oh, nice grenades. It's going to keep Danks a little bit slower than he would be otherwise.
Yeah, Danks needs to appropriate the shotgun as a viable weapon.
Yeah. It is something that, you know, Quake 3 kind of poisoned the well for a while, is shotguns just aren't any good anymore. But no, it fucks here. It's good. But so is Winland so far, 3-12 after the initial just circus of those opening 2 minutes. Things are starting to come down in their favor. Nice.
I think I might have had a point when he said that if we switched server, it might be unfair to the English, the Brit. Because
I mean,
if this is the way it's going to be, then it's going to be rough on them.
It's all right. We kind of saw this last week as well, where Crazy Al was. He's actually, yeah, he's 6-14 right now. GMT is 1-9. I don't even know how to explain that. But Danks back on the Doomsphere once again. Is just going on a tirade, trusting the shotgun a little bit more, and picking up a pair of frags.
Oh yeah, Danks really seems to have made this his home.
Yeah, down to 27 HP for him, though.
You get off my lawn.
Said the thing. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to go like that at all. All right, but 2-22, yeah, things are starting to slide into their favor. But I think Crazy Al and GMT, they've just got to get into it a little bit more here. Again, like a line like 1-13 for GMT, not something I would ever expect to see.
Yeah, it's not the GMT we know and love.
Not at all. Well, the one we know anyway. All right, but Danks setting up for this fight for the Doomsphere. Here's a jump to it. That wasn't a jump from somebody in the administration, but the rail is knocking him off. Gaia gets the pickup, saving the day for Winland and getting the grab. And he's going to be back on the board here, 90 and 90. Fairly dangerous, as he's got, yeah, plenty of LG and a rail to match. GMT goes down. Red Armor's still 20 seconds away, but Gaia's still checking to see if anybody wants to get cheeky on it. The rail on Gaia, holy shit. Just plucking them out of the air. Almost. Starting to get a little bit more pressure here. Yeah, that Gatling gun can really just do a ton of damage if you're given half a second without any return. So Guy's going to be down to 17. Red's already taken, but he's put himself in the lobby. Yeah, that's not a good place to be at all. Crazy Al picking up a frag here. GMT goes down again, as does Crazy Al. And GMT's still on a single frag, 1 and 18. He was throwing around a lot of shit talk last week. I wonder if he can...
That was the first frag they had in like 5 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, which is why it was notable. We'll mark that one down as a key moment to maybe turn the game around, is making a frag. Oh, GMT got another one. There we go. But Mega taken by Danks. Doomsphere is back up, and GMT comes in for the steal. He's got no armor, relatively low on ammo. Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot to work with here, besides a little bit of Gatling. But he's going to be taking some damage. No, don't get down to the lava. That's what he wants it. Okay, Danks getting a nice double. 5 to 37. Yeah, this thing was so close for such a long time, but also because everybody was just killing teammates. Yeah, some defense here coming from Danks. Nice. Crazy Al goes down. Danks at 4 HP, but he's got the red. Yeah, there's that 50 down below. Mega up top.
What can they do?
Whoa. Mega denied from Danks. At 50 saving his life, though. He's got plenty of LG here if he wants to try to make a push on it. But it's 20 seconds to the next Doomsphere. And, you know, we're reaching near the last 6 minutes. And 6 minutes to pick up 32 frags is entirely doable, but they've got to start kind of playing night and day here. Alright, 2 seconds to the Doomsphere. Who's going to be on it? Danks is nowhere near it. He's got the stack, though. Like, he really should be here. It's going to be GMT getting the pickup. Getting blasted down to the bottom of the map immediately, though. That's going to cost him a lot of time, a lot of opportunity. Trying to find some targets down here at the red armor. And because of the discharge, like, you really have to be careful when you're a quad carrier moving down towards the red, because, yeah, that'll just delete you. And it's a good, like, Hail Mary play if you are on the defense. But GMT's still alive, picking up a handful of frags. That's at the very least going to reset some stacks. Denying weapons isn't as much of a thing in 2v2 here. Yeah, but it's going to open up the Mega for him. There it is.
But the self-kill certainly can be the great equalizer in a situation where someone has a lot of stacks, because you just put every bit of your ammo to that person.
All right, well, let's see a 5-minute comeback here.
They have pulled themselves up considerably in the last 5 minutes.
Our definition of considerably is pretty fluid at this point.
Considerably still from where they were.
From where they were, yeah. But Danks is back on the Doomsphere, and he is stacked to the teeth. He's got, he's really a lot on weapons, though. Like, he's got a little bit of LG left. This Gatling gun is going to be dangerous, but it's going to be tougher to hit with at significant range. But he's taking the damage down to 4 HP, almost craters, and he ends up getting a team frag as well. He's got to be careful here. Yeah, this is pretty much a nullified quad. Oh, but Crazy L still goes down, dropped right into his lap. Tell him what he wants for Christmas. 12 to 41. Our 5-minute time to make a miracle comeback has whittled down to 4 without a whole lot of movement. 8 seconds to red, and Danks is going to be here incredibly early. Ooh, and GMT catches him out of the teleporter. But it is an acrobatic fight as Guy is picking up that red. And he's actually still holding it for his teammate. So that's double armor for Winland. Oh, whoa, Danks. What did he do? He was stacked up. He just grabbed the armor. Okay. I'm not sure how he died there, but that's going to be good for the administration.
I missed that.
Yeah. Alright, but Doomsphere back in the hands of Gaia, which is bad news since there's no power-up drop. Which means even if Gaia doesn't get any additional frags on this quad, it's still going to be trouble for the administration. Yeah, they really needed this. Yeah, that was likely the last opportunity to make a big swing. Like, they can grind frags from this point, and there's going to be one more quad, but I don't know. It's not going to be enough. Nice rocket coming out of Gaia.
So I guess this is what we would call a good case to add Mercy.
I mean, it's also what we would call a warm-up for Crazy Al and GMT. They're getting roughly even, though. GMT's at 10 and 27, 11:33 for Crazy Al. So, you know, GMT's pulled up his bootstraps a little bit, but he's got to get a better launch on the next map.
The next map being Duo 1, I believe, which should be a good fit for the administration, knowing that they know that map better than anyone. Basically.
Yeah. But it also takes, you know, some camaraderie, some coordination. A little bit of trust goes a long way, and Crazy Al and GMT are both incredibly paranoid bastards, so that's the psychological problem at stake here.
I am curious to listen to their voice comm right now. Okay, that's cool. We'll work together on the next one to make sure we do best, or if it's I'm on fucking
yeah, they're just telling yo mama jokes is all they're doing, really. Oof. Or
what if they both got the same mama?
1 minute remaining.
I have wondered. You know, for two people who hate each other so much, they are incredibly similar. Nice shots coming out of Gaia, though. You know, look no further for an explanation because Gaia is just on a roll here. He's like, oh yeah, I want to shoot that guy. So yeah, last Doomsphere, and it goes to Dank. So you know, a bit of a womp womp for the administration. But there's always next quarter. Alright, yeah, final 30 seconds, 17 to 60. This started out so promising. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a lot closer than we saw last week, but things ended up being exactly the same, which is a life lesson about expectations and the repeatability of history.
Disappointment is an inevitability.
Yes. You must accept it, embrace it, and if at all possible, take advantage of it. But administration has been taken advantage of here. Winland taking the first map as we go into the next. Been seeing a lot of activity lately regarding the single player of Doombringer. Has there been a lot of motion on that recently?
I work on it pretty much every day.
Every day, yeah. Which is why I don't feel too bad about asking you to add random CVARs the day before a show.
I already added them this Monday.
See, you're just that good. No disrespect to the default team names. They're pretty rad.
Yeah, well, I always wanted to add them. Just figured I'd do them server side, but then I ended up figuring.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was one of the reasons I was kind of like hesitant about it, because if you try to make it server side, then you're like, okay, then like each team needs to set it, and some games like Easy Quake will set it if everybody in the team has the same clan tag, then it'll propagate to the top, but that is such a difficult thing to coordinate, even on the best of days. So yeah, it ends up being like a much more complex problem than it initially sounds like. So yeah, client side is fine. All right, but
also, if you do it client side, then anyone who does it can just who cares about it can set it, and those who don't care.
Exactly. And I'm used to being the only one to care about such things, especially when it comes to like older titles. Like early on, like doing streams for like Z Damon, it was like, oh, you actually want to spectate? Why would anybody want to do that? This was 2009 or so, you know, it was a different time. But it's high time for Duel 1 going over to Map 2. Better luck to Crazy Al and GMT this time around. Let's see what we get.
I guess that's why the spectator mode of ZD and those are kind of fish.
Neeple, nobody would make a Wickland pun. Even I would be hard-pressed to make a Wickland pun. I would love to make Wickland puns if Wickland was still around, but it ain't. And now I'm sad. But I'm hopeful for GMT and Crazy Al taking an early lead here. Bit of a kerfuffle over the quad. But it lands with GMT, plenty of weapons. Crazy Al not so bad himself. Making good use of the Gatling gun. Guy taking a little bit of a break here for some health, for some armor. And getting the grab for the Mega Boat, but getting pegged up to the ceiling and almost shut down as well. It's going to be a fight over the yellow armor, and he misses the one shot he's got. That's a risky corner to dive into when you've got 30 HP. And yes, that is a funky teleporter. It has you pointing down when you come out of it, and you get rocket launcher out of it, and it's directly across from Mega. So it's pretty cool. It's dynamic.
It's a bit like disorientating at first, but once you get used to it, it's very natural.
You can't be going through holes in time and space without expecting a little bit of vomit. You know, it's just how it works. 7-on-1 in the early minutes here. As they're keeping eyes on Guy. Ooh, sniped with the rocket launcher around the corner. Nicely done. Like, that was even blocked by the geometry a little bit. But he's waiting for this red. He's already got a little bit of armor. But, yeah, that's your teammate, bro. Direct rocket hit. Crazy Al gets a frag off, but Guy returns it in spades. And manages to maintain a little bit of a stack as well. Mega's going to be up for him. Nobody contesting. And with 30 seconds to the quad, I think Guy is going to be in a really good state here. Ooh!
That armor was just a bit too chunky. Also, something I forgot to mention, this version also now has only 100 on the yellow armors, so
right.
They are not almost red armors anymore. So the red armor is more important than before.
Yeah, I dig that for sure. Oof! That's going to be a dead quad immediately. But that keeps the score very tight, 10-8. The administration with a very scant lead. And a lot of this is, GMT takes a bad couple of spawns. But frag-wise, GMT and Crazy Al, fairly equal. But GMT comes out of nowhere with 2 HP and a shotgun. It's going to be traded frags to tie it back up here, 11-11. A few seconds early for that armor, and Danks is going to pay the ultimate price for it. That is a sought-after armor, but it's going to be Gaia at the end of it. With full health, a little bit of armor to go. And them taking the lead.
GMT just didn't manage to run in on it, fight it on, as he had hoped.
Oof. I thought he was going to go for another rail there, but man, Gaia is just pegging them off. It's just like, yeah, go for that rail. You're going to get stuck in that lava. He's running away, though. He's wanted to conserve some stack. Just begging Crazy Al to come after him, and he does indeed. 10 seconds to the quad. Guy's in position for it. I'm sure it's going to be a party. But he's got one enemy down there towards the armor. And Crazy Al's hopping back up top instead, trying to spam off a little bit, but here comes the dive for the quad. Crazy Al picks it up, dies immediately. But that's still a net positive for them as it denies the opportunity from Winland to extend their lead. 12-19. Hopefully in the next minute, things get a little bit calmer and the administration can have some semblance of control. Wolf.
So last week it was GMT that was the outlier. Not this time it's Gaia.
Yes, absolutely. Ate his Wheaties this morning. Oh. Wanted that rail to be cool, but GMT gets the frag instead. Dies off of Mega with 3 seconds until it comes up. GG. Danks is going to take him on down. Oof. I just love these close-range shotguns. Tries to go for the mid-air drop-down rocket. 2 seconds to red. And the hits just keep on coming. Lining up like a Steven Seagal film, but that is going to be a stolen red. Nobody comes out of it with a decent stack at all, which means the 6 seconds until this quad. I don't know who's going to be in a good position for it. Actually, I don't mind just going for the body block. That's actually not terrible, but that's going to be another dead quad. We haven't seen a quad run since the first one really get very far. A little bit like Arrowwalk in that regard. But 18 to 26, still incredibly close. A lot of these fights down here at Red Armor end up being the messiest.
Alan getting a few good frags here, though. Feels like the administrators are back in the game. Despite the guy stealing that quad.
Ooh!
Oh, nice!
So satisfying getting those hits. Yeah, everybody has a different conception of what the timing for Red Armor is, and it just ends up causing more fights than it really deserves to have. But a 9 frag gap, 20 seconds to the quad, and somebody's got to be thinking about a stack here. Everybody's got a little bit of armor. Danks has got the red. Whoa. But he's out of ammo. That's not going to do any good. He's just standing there like, what do I do now? I've got the stack. Just don't have any weapons. But that means that, you know, everybody's like a fresh spawn here. Everybody's a fresh spawn. Crazy Owl's like got the most weapons, but he's way out of position, which means Danks with absolutely nothing but a pistol is going to grab that quad and run right back down to Red Armor. What is happening in this fight? He's getting 2 pistol frags, finally picking up a rocket launcher. Yeah, and that had to be a frag, right? Yeah. Like, why would you go for the red right now? You're just going to get blasted off in his face. Say hi to the Tesla on the way out. But a 25 to 35, a 10 frag gap. I still think that if the administration can get a single quad run, that'll be good for them. But everybody's dying right before a quad comes out. Well, it's like textbook how not to play TDM.
An eye for an eye, tit for a tat. GMT managed to get on that red and maybe. Okay. And then he died.
Yeah, it's like everybody shows up early for red. Everybody hangs out at red. Somebody picks it up and everyone's like, did you actually pick up the red? Do you have it? And they let's kind of duke it out down in the pit. Oh, Danks ends up killing himself somehow. And Crazy L's waiting for this red pickup. There we go. Now he's actually got real timing. Here comes the quad right now. He's going to be a little bit stuck on the geometry, but GMT's still got the pickup. He's got 2 bullets to his name and a rail now at least. So, but any damage at all is going to be bad news for him. There's the shotgun. He needs some 25s, though. He's too early for this red. He's got to learn from his teammate, like, 1 red is coming up. This is not the time to be down here. 30 HP. He manages to take down Gaia and get the pickup, but, man, that was risky. Because this is their opportunity. This is their time to shine. If GMT can hit a fucking rail. There's the Mega, at least, as the quad runs out. It did help. It did help. It was nearly disaster, but it was a net positive.
I think we have had our wishes answered here.
Yeah.
It's actually almost tied game now.
And a lot of that goes to GMT, who is just making some of these miracle shots for no good damn reason at all. Goes down to Danks' rail, though. 11 HP for Danks. But who needs HP when you got a grenade launcher? Oh, he's not chucking grenades down there? All right, fine. Mega's going to be back up. Taken away by Gaia. And that was a little bit too early to be standing on the pad. Crazy Owl's here now, but he's going to be an easy target as the quad just gets shut down. 6 frags between. Guy is still looking at that armor like it's going to come back up. Like, you can ask your teammate, like, hey, when did you grab that armor? Because, yeah, Danks indeed has it. and hasn't been touched with it yet. Like, I hope they're on comms. Yeah, I'm looking at them in Discord. Well, Crazy on GMT at least. Maybe the Finns aren't on comms.
Oh, they're probably on.
They're just depending on national unity. Okay, yeah. But yeah, the administration could really benefit from a solid quad run. Nice telefrag coming out of Gaia. Got him.
Alan gets his revenge with a bullet.
Alright, 18 seconds to quad. You have to start thinking about, if I've got a decent stack, can I keep it until the quad comes up? Because the red armor's not showing up for another 5 seconds until after the quad, so whatever you got is whatever you got. Maybe a yellow armor, but Crazy L's looking for it. Still 5 seconds away. He's got to dive down right here, right now. He's got both of them coming after him. He manages to get the grab, trying not to frag GMT in the meantime, running out of ammo. It's an awkward fight, and one that ends maybe before it needed to. So the trend continues, 8 frags between them, as we're in our final 5 minutes of Duel 1. Maybe we need to tell GMT that he is playing for food money. He's got to be hungry for the frags, if not for, you know, meat. All right, but 4150. Thanks a little bit lighter on his rails at the moment, but Gaia's got his back, polishing it back up. Mega's going to be up 30 seconds to the quad. And look at this. Danks has got Mega. He's got red armor. He's got, you know, decent amount of ammo. Picking up that LG. He doesn't need to get into a fight right now. This is going to be more about, like, defending red for his teammate. Getting out of the pit here is never going to be easy, but it's going to be valuable right now. 5 seconds to quad, and he's still got some stack left over, but he's diving off the quad. I'm not sure he meant to make that jump like that. That was unfortunate, but it's going to be Gaia getting the pickup. And even though he dies immediately thanks to GMT, yeah, he didn't need to, like, get quad and immediately go down to red armor. That is risky on the best of days. But still, that's no quad for the administration.
Such a funnel to... for grenades, rockets, and everything.
The toilet bowl.
With a nice shiny red price at the bottom.
Just like real life. Alright, cool. So hopefully at this point Gaia like actually has timing on that red now. 6 seconds to Mega, but he's not leaving the pit just yet. Just getting caught in a fight as somebody else runs in there like, oh, you're down here. Red must be coming up. No, it's not coming up, but Crazy L still gets the frag, which means he's incentivized to like stay down here for the red, which wasn't coming up then, but surely that means it's coming up now. But he's going to die right before it pops. Gaia's not going to get it either. It's going to be GMT getting the pickup. 8 seconds to quad. And with the 10-second split between the red and the quad, there's no way GMT could mess up this timing, right? There's no way. He's going to get the yellow first. He's not even going to get the yellow. It's going to be Gaia getting the quad. I mean, that was such a gimme. GMT needed to be on that quad. There was no reason for him not to be there. 47-59, and they are running out of time. 2 minutes to go. Nice jump from Crazy L. You know, you can still style a little bit even when you're losing. I need the low ammo honk honk on my phone. Be my next message tone.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should do that.
Mimi. 51 to 63. It's unfortunate. And I want to go back to that.
The ringtone.
Yeah, some of the music's really cool too, like the menu ambient music. It's really rad.
Primeval did well on that one.
Absolutely. I gotta keep giving GMT shit here, because that was the most obvious situation of I got out with red for free. I've got a little bit of Mega left over. It's 5 seconds to the quad, and I'm gonna go get yellow. Like, that was it. That was the moment. That was the opportunity. And they're not going to get another one. Danks is on this last quad. And that is just going to be a victory lap on map 2. It was absolutely doable.
Oh, definitely.
Couldn't have been better.
Few situations that went the other way could have had some quite massive ramifications for the administrator. But a lot of those quads just didn't turn their way. And it's not, for the most part, not from lacking try to get them.
Yeah, it was
They
just
didn't have time on.
a comedy of errors around the red a whole lot. But, you know, they don't call them Loseland. Winland is going to take map 2 of 5. Again, this is just going to be a 5-map series. And to the victor, the spoils of, well, bragging rights, really. But that is worth its weight in gold here in Doombringer 2v2. Winland taking map 2 as we go to the next. 42 and 30 for Gaia. Really kind of pulling out ahead there. Oh, GMT's complaining about his internets. Oh. Should definitely get better internet.
I think he
Time to move.
has internet through the electrical socket that he's on.
Oh.
While he has really good internet up to his router, he has
Right.
a terrible house.
That's always like a last resort kind of thing. I have these lights. Beautiful, like they're fantastic. It's like a $70 LED wand, kind of a knockoff ice light, but it's not $400 like an ice light is. And they're full RGB, great color, great saturation, great everything. But if two of them are plugged, or two or more of them are plugged into the same circuit, they'll be synced over the power lines, which means you turn one on, they all turn on, turn one off, they all turn off. You change the color, they all change color. There's no Bluetooth, there's no Wi-Fi, it's just over the power line, and there's no way to configure it or turn it off. It just works that way.
Yeah.
And the first time it happened, I was convinced it was just black magic. I was like, what the shit is going on? It's not documented anywhere, and nobody seems to be talking about it, but it's insane. It's a cool feature, and it's scary, because that can't be according to any regulation whatsoever. It looks like we're changing servers.
Yeah, they. So it seems like the British people have more problem with the German server than Finn. Have
Okay, well,
problems with
if it just means if they lose this next map, they're just out of. They're out of.
excuses.
Excuses, yes. Let's try to remember the word for spectate. It's spectate, by the way. All right.
I never use those. Have everything in a neat row with full function keys. So I just tap those.
Ah, yeah.
Whenever I come into fake live or something, why isn't anything working? So convenient. Fine. And then I accidentally press the wrong button in the menu there sometimes and just cancel out of the game.
And I like how you'd have different hit sounds for teammates.
Yeah, it became clear that it was helpful to know who you were shooting at.
Yes. Especially with these guys.
Chaotic
here
enough at the...
It's going to be a game on Blood Run here, as Guy gets the initial quad and is enjoying it. Nobody seems to have gotten the memo like, hey, by the way, there's quad on the board. And yeah, the hitbox for... maybe they are just like points, but no, the volumes for the Gatling gun pretty big. But so are the hitboxes of the players themselves. But there's like quad and red armor and weapons for Gaia, and nobody's paying attention to him. So there's some free frags at the beginning of this. So yeah, we've moved to a server that should favor GMT and Crazy Owl a little bit more. Hopefully for them it helps. If it doesn't, then I don't know what they're going to say.
I am surprised they picked this. I thought it was gonna have this last, but then again, I don't mind that they take it now. It's not a staple in Doombringer by any means, this map. But since we are lacking a proper stable of TDM maps, I'll allow it at this moment.
I like how the yellow armor teleporter has kind of a goatsy thing going on. A little bit. You'll see it.
Yeah, I see it. And now I wonder if it was intentional or not.
It's gotta
Probably.
be. Yeah. Alright, but it's gonna be GMT on the quad, but not for long. 5 to 10 as we get started here. Gonna be following Gaia up here at the quad. GMT goes down. Just smashing rockets in on the red as well. Yeah, like, Crazy L didn't need to be there, but he survived it okay. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I'll never be able to unsee that now.
Yeah. This is what that is.
Thank you.
We're reaching the point where, like, you know, kids these days don't know about goatsy. Which kind of begs the question, you know, once we have children, do we teach them? Is that how that works? It's like the shit we saw on the internet when we were growing up. Yeah, I know, we'd get, like, social services called on us, but it's like, back in my day, this is what we laughed at.
Yep.
You're fucked up, Dad. Yeah, well.
We need to talk about it, Dad. Actually, I still remember when goatsy became a thing.
Yeah.
I never was too familiar with the memes and stuff. So when people started making goatsy Doom WAD,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh, it was everywhere. You couldn't turn around without running into it.
Yeah.
All right, but 12 to 13, so we have a little bit of a benefit here to GMT and Crazy Al. As the quad runs out, it's going to be traded frags. 12 to 14, as Danks is going to be the last man standing. Ah, almost had the cool Gatling gun jump over to the red. Instead, it's going to get stolen away from him by GMT, as he's now railable. Got to stay a little bit defensive here. Woo, Crazy Al goes down. Good shots coming out. And look, it's like shooting fat kids in a barrel down here. He's just got to make the shots. Diving into the barrel himself. Oh.
If Guy and Dansk seem to have even better ping than they had in the German server. So maybe we should have been here from the beginning.
Yeah, it seems better across the board, yeah. So GMT, plenty of armor, not a whole lot of health. Danks on the quad. And no action on it. Crazy, you can't go to LG 2 seconds after quad got picked up. Yo, that's fundamentally not how you play this map. It's been like that since 1997. Come on. All right, Danks is going to enjoy this quad, yeah, because in 2v2, like, making one initial frag with the quad just opens things up. You get spawn frags, the teammate doesn't have any backup. Oh, but I like this kind of pincher. You got the job done at the very end. Splat.
It didn't seem like the GMT even reacted at all to
Yeah.
around the corner.
Well, right now, Crazy Al's the one kind of dragging things down. 4 and 17. I like these grenades, though. No, you don't want to. Don't stop firing grenades up there. Stop it. Stop. Desist. All right, nice shot. And yeah, direct grenades are incredibly satisfying, but yeah, he has no stack to stay up there in the quad. But it is blood run. Sometimes you just kind of have to jump up there and see what you get. That's how it's always been.
Corners.
Yeah.
You'll always hit some. At least when you're playing versus me.
All right, but Danks is on the prowl for bodies here once again. Oh, nice telefrag. All right. Got to see that one in third person. That's satisfying. And as the quad runs out, it's going to try to make it happen with rockets, but GMT goes down. 14 to 33. This is starting to run away from them.
Yeah.
This is only the first third. Yeah.
It's almost as if he knew the map.
Everybody ought to know this map. Like, your accountant should know this map. Your priest should know this map. Like, everybody should know Blood Run. 1336 though. Thanks is in some trouble. It's going to be getting out of there with full red armor and no health whatsoever. No health down here at the corner either. But Quad's back up. So, oh, GMT. All right. Tell me he's getting the pickup. There it is. 12 HP. He's got to be really careful with this Gatling gun. Oh, the health is gone, and Danks takes him down.
Couldn't find any health.
I know you get excited when you pick up the quad, but you don't need to run directly out into mid. Like, there's the hallway health. You can... Well, there's the hallway health.
Yeah. I think he expected that to be taken since
yeah,
they were somewhat coming around the corner, but possibly it would have been obvious since I think that was... It might have been not enabled to pick it up.
where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Yeah. Nice. Good run armor pickup there from Gaia. And with 20 seconds to the quad, there's going to be one more red before it. It's actually going to be pretty tight timing, so yeah, diving between the red and the quad is going to be a big deal, but as is always the case in Blood Run, you kind of have to show up super early to the quad just to kind of like defend it, and then inevitably you're going to both die, and then hopefully you'll have enough time to run back in while they're also weak. It's kind of the beautiful dance of Blood Run. But a really good offense here, and it's going to give the quad over to Danks, who's having trouble deciding what weapon to use. There we go. Mega taken. Gotta shoot with it, man. Hit. Gotta make the hit. There you go. There you go.
Winland is doing quite consistently 2 frags for every frag that the administrators are doing.
Yes, that was kind of the ratios we were looking at last week as well when GMT was on the winning team. So Danks and Gaia might be the current kings of 2v2. Unless anything changes here. There's still maps to go. There's still time. But yeah, some of these like more egregious errors have just got to stop happening. Like, they just objectively don't help. All right, I like this assault. Just diving off with grenades, running who knows where. Because yeah, it's 13 seconds to quad. If he's gonna go get like 25s, that's cool. But GMT gets the frag. He's still down here with some armor. Trying to make this connection happen with rockets. It's not going to go his way. Where's his teammate? Where is his teammate? Where is Crazy Al? Well, guy is going to be on the sphere. Like, it's one thing if your teammate dies and has to, like, run back from rocket launcher, but that was 15 seconds without seeing Crazy Out the quad at all. It's like, come on, man. We got to do this. And yeah, the guy has still got, like, full armor. 5 seconds to red, so he can bait it out here. Oof, dodging a grenade. And that red's going to be up. Going to Gaia, yeah. That was up for a while. But we're still on this 2-to-1 score ratio. Guy picks up another rail there. 18 seconds to quad. Who's got stack? Crazy Owl, tiny little bit. GMT, not so much. But still, like, this is the kind of map where, you know, stack or no. Like, you just got to dive in there, cross your fingers, and hope for the best. Gets, like, 1 tick of damage off that LG. And that's going to be it. Quad up for Gaia. No opposition. Danks with a really good rocket there. Oh, all right, cool. Finally, we have a dead quad. And that's usually something you want to see like happen at like minute 6. Happening at minute 10 is a bit of a problem before you start like denying quads and shutting them down, which is the first step to, you know, actually getting a run of your own. All right, 28-63. And yeah, so far the server switch is not having a huge impact for the administration. Bink.
No, hopefully it has provided them with a bit of a what's it called? Improvement of life.
Yeah. Yeah, so final 4 minutes. I don't see this one turning around. Let's take a look here at like individual scores. 34 and 21 for Gaia, and 34 and 21 for Danks. So yeah. Pretty good, effective teamwork here. And yeah, for all the shit talking about giving to like GMT and Crazy Owl, on the flip side, like yeah, we are seeing Winland show up at these quads pretty early. You know, because that's how you have to play Blood Run. And they've been doing it. It's going to be another dead quad, but it's still one that leaves Danks with a bit of stack. Oh, I was hoping that grenade would do some good.
Don't seem to miss any of those rockets.
No.
They just go square in the face of the administrator.
Meanwhile, I don't know what Crazy Owl thought he was doing in that hallway. It was an awkward fight. Just kind of been the tone. Oof. Run, Crazy Owl. Run. 6 HP. Yeah. I appreciate that you have like a single 50 there instead of two 25s, which avoids the situation of having those 25s like split up, which is always like annoying. I don't think it's good for anybody. Like you run in there and you need both 25s and there's only one. It's like, ugh.
Then you get none.
Yeah. Alright, but Gaia here, 22 HP. Danks is pretty well stacked up. Alright, but here comes the administration. Crazy Owl goes down. Really good rocket coming out of Gaia. And GMT goes down at the hand of the shaft as well. So that leaves him with like 30 and 30. Trying to leave it open for his teammate a little bit. Yeah, because Danks has got that mega, but oh, he's waiting for anybody to like come around the corner as well.
Yeah, it just shows how confident he feels here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just hang around here with a quad next to me. And then just, as one of the administrators comes in.
Quad rocket jump.
It should use the pistol
Yeah.
for that jump.
Some Doombringer specific nuance. Oof. From way downtown with that Gatling gun. Jeez. Guy is just unkillable. There we go. Finally taken on down by that rail. But yeah, last quad coming up. 37 to 84. Not even reaching up for that 2-to-1 ratio anymore. But things go relatively well for them at the beginning of the map, but when it comes to, you know, quads and coordinating around armors, that's where the administration gets a little too bureaucratic. Not enough easy communication.
They seem to have a good understanding of what they want to do at the beginning of the map before everyone has settled. But then just the brute force of the Winland team overcomes them, and whatever they try to do, they just get shut down.
Yeah. Are we going to see... No, we're not going to quite see 100 frags here. That triple digits. Great rock. What the shit? Gaia with his rockets. Absolutely going berserk. And when it comes to Blood Run, we're going to be saying so long and thanks for all the fish, as GGs are called. And a third map out of 5 goes to Winland.
Almost 100.
Almost. Closest we've seen there. Jeez.
It's gonna be promising for Doom, for Arrow War.
Yeah, we are going to Arrow Walk, which is very similar insofar that the quad is going to be messy. It's not really like a quad that you like prepare for stack and control wise. It's cool if you can get like a run down to the quad, but you know you're probably going to like get into trouble with it. Sometimes you just have to put bodies on it and keep flooding it until something good happens.
But now we're on Duel 5, which has a vampiric leech damage instead.
Yeah, it's a really cool power up. I really enjoyed that last week. Yeah.
Remember how we talked about the potential to use it with the discharge?
Yeah.
I forgot a thing that for some reason I forgot a thing about it, that it's that whatever damage you do to yourself, you also feed back to yourself. So you're potentially impervious to self-damage. So you can actually use the discharge to great effect with the lighting gun.
Cool. I like that.
TDM. Because you won't take any self-damage and everything. So
and there is that lava directly under the power-up as well, so yeah, it's doable.
let's hope we see that. And it's promising for single player as well, because if you get quad damage and elite. So
yeah. Get all the health. Which maxes out at, what, 666 health?
yeah,
Cool.
figured that was reasonable.
Definitely. And thematic. Alright, but we're going to be following Gaia here, but it's going to be GMT getting the first Leech Sphere. Which again does health back to you according to the damage you do. And we still got that
Really hasn't
glorious
done
beep.
any damage with it?
No, they've got the early lead here, thanks to Crazy Al, but it's, yeah, all about stack right now. Hoping that somebody shows up to this red. Actual good timing for GMT. There we go, a little bit of damage at the very tail end of that. Enough to maybe help him out with this fight. If he can hit anything with this minigun, oh my god. Not, like, not any hits until the very end of that. And so Gaia is going to get 2 frags for the price of none. Pick up that mega, stay in the fight.
Yeah.
But he's going to be running out of ammo here. Oh! What? Comedy of errors with that grenade. It's always risky to chase somebody into that room.
Yeah.
It's always risky to be in this room.
It is a room you find yourself in a lot of the time, but you really want to make it leave it as soon as possible.
Oh, Gaia died immediately with the Elite Sphere. It's going to be GMT getting the grab for both Red and Mega. It's got 9 rockets. It's good for this fight. What you hope for in this room is that the rocket bounces, like, keep your opponent from making an easy escape, because, yeah, once they make it out around one of those corners, it's very difficult to chase. Didn't go GMT's way, though. Yeah.
Run here. And then he accidentally jumped into the teleporter.
Oh my god.
Those red arm.
The juggles. What game are we playing? Holy shit.
But he got a few frags out of that anyway, so I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, that's your teammate, buddy. Alright, but Danks. Dan here at the bottom. He's just keeps shooting the guy in the back, yeah. Red's about to come up for him, though. There's the pickup. Plenty of ammo for the Gatling still. 6 seconds to the Elite Sphere. He's in good position for it. Almost gets knocked off, getting caught up on the backside of his teammate, which means GMT is going to get the Mega and have a little bit of armor left over as well. There we go. That's a good hit against Gaia. 17-6. It will, you know, actually be difficult to fuck this up for them now. Yeah, especially all this health he's picking up from these fights. 280 HP.
And he left the red arm.
Well, he wants blood more than anything else. 300 HP. Taking a little bit from up top. And yeah, there's spawns up there too.
Please.
So it's a pretty safe place to hang out.
Okay, Alan. I think got the red arm. But here we see the opposite, a direct shift of the previous matches.
We'll see. We'll see.
Granted, it's just the first 3 minutes, but...
And morning, Timo. Bright and earlier, thanks for the sub. 20-8, though, the first time we've seen the administration really pull something together. And finally, Dang starts making some hits. There we go. Trust the single barrel shotgun. That's a sexy model, by the way. Very elegant, refined, roasted. And GMT's going to be on the leech again. Well, I mean, it does make sense. GMT sucks, so this is the appropriate power for him. could help out the map overall. 23-9. Nice. Making some intelligent weapon switches here. You can get the Mega, yeah, which will only put him up to 200, which is peanuts when it comes to the real raw potential of the Leech Sphere, which is going to be running out as he dives into this fight, but Danks goes down, and Gaia gets 2 for none on the Gatling gun. Looking to single-handedly turn this map back around. Absolutely unstoppable, because nobody's even attempting to slow him down. 26-14.
Yeah, the Gatling gun is making work here today. And granted, it's very useful in TDM, but I don't see it used this. They make it work.
Well, that Mega's going to run out, making a quick pit stop for the yellow armor as the Leech is about to come up, but Gaia dives off the pad just long enough to let Crazy L sneak in and get the pickup. It's going to be Gaia down there. Or GMT. Oh, no, everybody falls to their death. Holy crap.
Yep, everyone.
Nobody survives that fight for no good reason. 25-17. Closest first third we've seen. Why? Stop killing yourselves, everybody. Hey. This is some Battle Royale. Jeez. Or Suicide Club, for that matter. It's like, wrong movie. The word suicide's in the title. It's a clue, yeah. Right,
What was Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad, that's it, yeah. No. Suicide Club. Suicide Club.
Suicide?
No, it's a Japanese kind of gore flick. Yeah.
I like Suicide.
Yeah.
My Japanese movies. I like Japanese movies.
Yeah. So it's that Venn diagram is a circle just about. All right, but the lava is just picking up frag after frag here. Leech Sphere coming up. GMT just trying to stay alive, but it's not going to happen. Danks is able to chain him down. But that still opens up the Leech Sphere for Crazy L, who's back down here at red armor. Looking for a frag. There we go. Yeah, just go close range with the rocket launcher. You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Oh, that's a lot of health to pick up here. But he gets caught on the switch to the shotgun. Taken on down 30-25. Winland could pull this map back together. Another suicide for reasons. Yeah. I like that single barrel shotgun sound too. Nice and throaty. Chaka. But Crazy L, you're supposed to hit with it. There we go. Danks goes down. And they need every single frag at this point. Red's popping back up, as is Mega. Guy is diving down for the red instead. It's going to be Danks getting the pickup. So, yeah, Guy is essentially leaving the Mega high and dry. Finally getting picked up there by Danks, actually. So Danks is double stacked. Going to switch over to him, actually. Because, yeah, that's Crazy L on the pad, but Danks, at least up until recently, had all the stack. But that's going to be the Leech Sphere going back over to Crazy L. Danks kind of gave up on that fight for no good reason. It's going to let the administration potentially maintain their lead a little bit longer. Yeah, he is incredibly light on ammo. He's got this one rocket. He's like, I'm going to make a good rocket jump with it. It's going to get him in close range for the shotgun, but not close enough to make good against the Gatling gun. Unfortunate. So that is a 3-frag difference now. Crazy L just treading water with these shots. Yeah, Mega's up. I don't think you're going to get it, bud. Yeah, no, that goes over to Danks.
GMT got the Mega, but
okay, yeah.
Shortly after that, lost everything.
Didn't last long.
He did survive, though. So it did its job. Wait till it's red.
Nice. Oh, I like this corner play, but yeah, 5 HP going over to hit scans is not going to do him any good. 10 seconds to the Leech, who's in position for it. Guy's in the Mega Room, taking some damage. Going to get taken on down by GMT. I'm going to go find him. He just dove off the platform, though, so Danks is going to get the Elite Sphere. It's like the case where it's like they're defending the power-ups, but then they just leave it. But that's going to be a dead leech. Making these last 6 minutes incredibly close.
GMT came in from above on that jump pad.
5 HP for Gaia. That Mega's about to pop back up, and honestly, it's like, do I take it for getting back up to 100, or do I give that over to Danks? Well, Danks also has a little bit of armor. Oh, and Gaia's still alive and making some fantastic shots. Perfect rockets, perfect LG, and that'll tie it back up 38 to 38. Gaia is just feeling it. And there it is, Danks' rocket. Red rocket, in fact, just caught that. Doing some work. 17 seconds to lead. Hopefully somebody's timing it. Hopefully. It's been so awkward lately, but Crazy Al takes a frag back. He's in position. Not a lot of health, not a lot of armor. GMT's going to be on the pad itself. Mega goes over to Winland. The noose is tightening, and I don't see GMT getting this Leech Sphere. Oh, it's going to be Crazy Al off the spawn, just dropping in and running away with it. 13 HP. He just needs to hit somebody and get some of that health back. Like, yeah, any hits right now are going to be so good for him. He's just trying to stay defensive and keep this power up. He's got a little bit longer. Yeah, close range rockets, close range shotgun. That's going to give him a great stack. It's going to put them at 2 frags in the lead. Trying to chase up this jump pad. Still worth it with the Leech Sphere. There you go. As long as you make the hits, it's totally worth it. As Leech Sphere runs out, Mega goes over to Crazy Al. He's thirsty for these frags, but is this the place? He's out of rockets. He's got to leave. Love seeing that acceleration. Oh, right out of the teleporter. Yikes.
Could have worked.
Could have. All right, Danks on the chase. Yeah, it's going to be Crazy Al getting the rocket frag, but that had to cost him. GMT's not looking at a great stack either. And Crazy Al's still low. Yeah, the administration just isn't doing well right now at all. Yeah, Crazy Al's going to be down below. Can't do much about that Leech Sphere. He's going to try to pop back up to the hole. He loves that hole. And he's got the pickup for the Leech.
Guy made a sneaky attack there. Picked it up at the right moment.
This is the chance. And yeah, you can still like hurt teammates to get health back with the Leech Sphere as well. A little bit of a top up there from your buddy. But they're 2 frags down. A few seconds left on this Leech. It's keeping him alive. But he's got to turn it into, you know, an actual frag. Leech is out. And nobody contesting him on that red. He's got grenades here as well. Very useful on this map. Nobody. I'm sorry, the next Leech isn't back up. Oh, but Gaia maintaining this lead. Great stack for him. Ooh, perfect rocket against Crazy Al. Mega's not anywhere near coming up, though. It's going to be red up next. And then Mega and just a couple seconds after the Leech Sphere. So this is going to be a big chain of potential stack to somebody looking for the power-up. But Guys is trying to do damage. GMT and Crazy Al both making frags. Yeah, they don't need to be that close to each other, but there's the Leech Sphere for Crazy Al. 4 frags down. And this is the time to make it back. Just don't miss. He's not going to come through that teleporter. Oh, Gaia! And a bad spawn as well. Nice. 250 health. Bad rocket jump. Tied back up here 50 to 50.
It's not Super Mario Bros.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is going to be a ton of health for him. Even as he's taking all this Gatling gun damage, he's getting it back. Maybe.
As a lot of right stroke.
Yeah, he needed to make some hits up the stairs there.
They have equalized though, so it's really coming down to the last minute.
Yeah, we're well into that final stretch. Decent stacks all around, especially for Crazy Al as he's a fresh spawn. But Guy getting that frag back, maintaining a 4 frag lead. Let's see, we got Mega, then Red, but he's leaving the Mega. Nobody's timing anything.
Just want the lead.
Yeah. All right, but there's the Mega. Bringing Crazy Al into a nice fight and getting the Leech Sphere immediately after that. going to be a lot of health taken away from this LG.
I think that's
Yeah.
a bit of a nail in the coffin for the administrators here.
Yeah, this Leech Sphere being the last is going to be big trouble for the administration. Winland. Oof. Okay, that's an awkward fight. Yeah, you don't even have to take it. At this point, you just don't need to be feeding frags. Let them come to you out in the open. They're going to be the ones desperate for the fight. You know, you're not going to lose 9 frags in 20 seconds. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So a much closer game, but at the end of it, still, Winland pulls out the fight. That's 2 maps in Germany, 2 maps in the UK. 1 more map for GMT and Crazy L to redeem themselves.
That map is Airwalk. Can they do it?
Yeah, that's going to be chaotic.
A vote is being called. Vote passed.
And by the way, if you would like, you can definitely join in with the Doombringer action here. Just go ahead, hop in Discord. The link is in Twitter and all that jazz. And right now we're playing on the Steam version of Doombringer, and you could just hop in Discord and ask for a key, and then you'll get one. It's that easy, just that easy. And then you can be a cool dude playing dual 2v2 CTF FFA on. Well, one of these days. It's going to happen. And very soon, a fully fledged single player as well. We're days away from the official 1.0 release of single player. Maybe many days, but still days.
Yeah. Closing it. It's getting closer.
All right, here we go on Aerowalk. Familiar sight indeed. We'll have to find out how familiar it is to see Gaia and Danks just dunking on GMT and Crazy Al. Well,
I did get the quad. So
yeah.
That was a scrappy fight.
You don't need to time the first quad. You just need to get there.
Yeah.
Crazy Al can certainly do that. He can chase after a bone. That's 4 frags so far. I like all this grenade spam just to try and stay safe. Oof. It's like, get out of my way. Oh, but he didn't hear Danks coming. All right, Crazy Al spawns, gets back up on the Mega. Nice rocket, but it's traded in turn. He almost didn't make that, yeah. All you have to do to make that jump is just hold right strafe when you're coming out of the teleporter. If you're watching this and you're like, how does this movement work? It's just strafe acceleration in the air, and it's pretty intense. A lot of fun. Feels like going down a roller coaster every time you start to go, whoa, in midair. But Danks is just defending himself just fine here.
It's not as complicated as in CPMA or even Quake World, I'd say. But it's means you can pick it up a lot faster and don't spend a year practicing a single jump or something.
Yeah, it is a little bit ironic that circle jumps in DQ3 and beyond are actually like the most unintuitive thing and require the most explanation. I've gotten to the point where like just air control jumping in Quake World is pretty easy to tell somebody how to do it. Just like if you're turning left, strafe left. If you're turning right, strafe right, and let go of forward, which is the biggest change. But once you get that down, it's pretty fluid and easy.
Oh yeah, it's more about just getting more comfortable with moving around the map at light speed.
Yeah, which is definitely doable here on Aerowalk, especially in 2v2. Yeah. But with Gaia here, oh, nice, and yeah, that's the thing about Doombringer grenades. They're pretty donkey, and Gaia's gonna get the quad, and that's bad news for the administration. They're already down by a factor of 2 here almost. It's going to be a dead quad, as is often the case in Airwalk, but getting it is getting it, which is all the victory.
Fortunately for GMT, they spawned on the red there.
Yes.
And then GMT and Al took out their frustrations on each other.
I was like, they were at 19 a second ago. Honk, 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 honk. Just little baby traffic jams. I'm helping. You're not helping, Chris. All right, 12 seconds to the quad. Guy's got a little bit of armor here. So does GMT. GMT's got grenades, makes him extra dangerous. Everybody's got grenades. So with Guy taking away this red, I'm sure he wanted that that jump to be a little bit sexier. Yeah, that was a miss jump on that. He's got Mega, he's got red, and he's got Crazy L just diving right into his lap. Does GMT still have that quad? Yes, he does. And it's going to be GMT taking the frag back. 10 HP, taking Gaia down once again. He's looking for one more freebie off of this quad. There it is. Gaia goes down. So come on, it's a tiny-ass map. Where is everybody? Frustrating. But still, that helped out. It's rare to see a full life with the quad. Oh, nice grenade. Nice.
I had a discussion on Discord the other day about GMT's grenades on Airwalk. How they are unreasonable.
All you got to do is pick up the grenade launcher and hold down Mass 1. It's as simple as that. Let the grenades do the thinking, because GMT certainly isn't. Oof. All right. All right, 7 seconds to the quad. GMT is like a fresh spawn, but he takes that rocket launcher and goes to red. I don't know. I don't know about that, because now he's not going to be on the quad. Oh, right, shit, we're both not on the quad. That's a free Mega and a free quad to the other team. And now he's looking full of regret, as Gaia has got armor. He's got weapons. He's got Crazy L down. GMT goes down as well. Some good damage there, but now they're both going to be fresh spawns. They're going to be easy to find at weapons. What was that rail? What?
Hacks.
Yeah, no shit. Doombringer has the world's most sophisticated anti-cheat. Because Christus knows where all the players live.
No reason to cheat when there's so few players.
I have a looping rocket trail sound, I think.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
I have a few plans somehow. That happens sometimes when you have.
If it makes you feel better, Dirty Bomb had that with the Rhino chain gun for like a year. It would always happen.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
And
you're just one guy.
Everywhere.
You're just one guy working with dark places. Alright, but here's Quad. Going back over to Dinks.
Dinks goes for a guy instead of Al. Then he goes for Al.
Oh, I love that rocket. Oh, I was waiting for the follow-up with the second. Not quite. Crazy Al doing some good work with the LG. Missing with every rocket. Looking so excited just to be here. But he's actually doing some good work here. So GMT's 19 and 24, Crazy Al 18 and 27. Finally going to get pulled on down by Gaia, but going to be following Crazy Al as he spawns again. Yeah, you got to leave that red. But they're going to be going from red over to the quad with the Mega in between. Is the red still up? Is nobody going to get it? Okay, so that's really going to synchronize them. Crazy L's going to be down here at the quad. He manages to get that Mega, which helps out a lot. His next two shots have to be perfect. They were mediocre, and Gaia is able to take him down close range. Quad's going to be back up, and Crazy L manages to get the sphere. Like, it's aggravating here because you keep seeing these fights that are about the power-up, and then they just leave the power-up. Like, cool, I got him down. Now I can get this pickup in 2 seconds. Wait, now I'm going to go run towards Mega. Which allows, like, a fresh spawn who's panicking, like, oh shit, I'm already too late, but I better head down there. He finds that nobody's there at all, and he gets a free power-up. Of course, free is wrapped in air quotes on Arrow Walk. But still, that means that Winland is solidly in the lead here, 33-45. Woof. Nice red pickup. It's not going to survive with it, but it's the cool point that count. All right, nobody leave this quad. 15 seconds of fighting down here in the pit is perfectly acceptable. Everybody dies. Everybody's a fresh spawn. GMT has a little bit of armor. Going to go find him. He's back over here at red. Yo, hey, get. Oh, he's going to be too late.
On the quad. Got it.
And Dank's got the pickup. Yeah.
And then he died.
Oh, that's satisfying. Okay, good. And the rail off the spawn, too. Gaia's got a good stack here, though. 7 frags to pick up. I want to believe in GMT's grenades. Oops. All right, Danks goes down. Yeah, just keep firing. Just keep firing. Let the grenade sort him out. And that grenade even found Danks. What? Okay. But yeah, final 5 minutes coming up here. It would be nice if the administration could take a map, but I'm not holding my breath. Certainly not for 5 minutes. All right, 20 seconds to the quad. Red's coming up now. And it's going to be Danks getting that pickup. Going to switch over to him, actually. He's going to be stacked here. Mega's taken. And he's in position. So he needs to kind of watch himself because, yeah, these grenades are going to be dangerous. He leaves it. He goes back up top just to defend it. I like this. He's actually playing the item like it should be played. And he gets the pickup with no punishment, no surprises. And he just doesn't care what color people are anymore. Just kill them all. Yeah, just clear the board. Make sure nobody's got weapons or stacked besides him. There we go. GMT goes down. And now it's just literally Gaia's job to find fights so that Danks can end them. Mega and red in his hands. He's 200-200 with quad and every weapon on the board. Could not be more dangerous. Danks fucks. Holy shit, what a good run out of him.
Yeah.
And see, it comes from just a
really
little bit of planning. A little bit of planning goes a long way.
That really set a dent in the score lead here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to make these last 4 minutes really difficult. 12 frags to pick back up. 15 seconds to the quad. GMT is super weak. Crazy Owl has no armor. Gaia has some stack. Danks has armor still. Let's switch back over to him again.
Danks doesn't even care about the red armor.
No.
He just...
And Gaia's got the pickup. It sounded like he died, though. Yeah, everybody died. Doombringer has the best Gibbs sounds in the industry as well. And they're like individually sourced too, so like each little piece makes its own sound. So good.
Bound.
It says you're like, huh?
As they bound.
Oh yeah.
Off the walls and stuff.
Which means as you're like moving through a pile of them, you get like that full HRTF Gib ASMR.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
Make sure you have a 7.1.
Yeah. 54-69 though. It's close. But it's going to be all about this next quad. 20 seconds to it. Guy's got 100-100. Dealing with both opponents at the red armor. Which means if they died, they could actually be more of a threat on the quad. But there's red going over to Gaia. Gonna switch over to Danks here, see what he's dealing with. He's got no armor here, and yeah. Killing both enemies at the red 10 seconds before quad actually can be a problem. because they can at least make more
I'll
noise
drop
on
the
it, and
quad.
Crazy Al's got the quad. He's out of there. He's into mid. He doesn't have a whole stack here, but he's got some hope. Gaia goes down. 4 HP for Crazy Al. Was it worth it? Can he find any more targets? Get out of my way, GMT. Not going to happen. So that's 2 frags. That's admirable. There we go. 3, but it's finally going to be Gaia shutting him down and taking away the red armor. So that helped, but we've got only 1 more quad to go.
Yeah, had they used a pistol or basically anything else, I think he would have been able to carry himself out of that quad run because he lost so much health with that rocket flash.
Ugh.
But he wasn't ready for it, so
Not one bit.
it is what it is.
All right, Meg is up, taken. Danks has got the pickup here once again. Switch over to him. He's got to defend with these grenades. I like that bounce going right down onto the quad. That's sexy. But the quad's spawning right now. And he dives in for the pickup. There it is, killing everybody. Teammate or no. But yeah, right now it's just about mass more than exactly who they are. 64 to 82. And yeah, Danks is just single-handedly clearing the board time and time again. Finally gets taken down by an errant rocket from Crazy Al. But the final 30 seconds, it's going to be the end of the run, end of the series. And that is going to be 5 maps for Danks and Gaia. Considering what GMT did last week, this is going to put Danks and Gaia in a pretty nice position to claim that they are the best 2v2 team in Doombringer. Of them all.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, they played everything so fresh and so clean. Wiping the floor with GMT and Crazy Al.
And, the map that Alan, the administrators were in the lead-in was the map where probably very you could see that he was the one lagging behind at the beginning. And
yeah. There was a little bit of that early on, but even after we changed servers, like it didn't help out too much. Could things have been different if we played on GVR the whole time? But maybe, probably not though. But GG's called, yeah. Just because we saw a lot more coordination coming out of Winland and actually playing around the quad and Leet Sphere. So thanks for playing, as GMT says. He's not hopping in here for shit talk like he did last week. Funny enough. Actually, I might just do. Oh, I can't drag him. All right. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Fucking shit.
How you feeling?
Bad, terrible, tired. I would like.
Hey, you chose the time.
Yeah, no, it's not too early. I've been up for ages. I just would prefer to not be awake
Yeah.
because this is painful, and it always is.
I think I'm gonna follow suit there pretty soon. But good games regardless. You made a whole lot of really impressive team kills. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. All right, and thank you everybody for joining us here today for an early edition of Tastyspleen TV. We'll be back here tomorrow with some CPM, Capture the Flag, and TDM. A little bit of a show match. I don't know all the details, but it's going to happen, and it's going to be cool. And it's going to be either here on TSTV or on TimCon LAN, courtesy of Crazy Al. So, yeah, Alan is putting together some fun stuff for us this weekend. And thank you again, Christus, for all the work going into Doombringer. It is out of the gate like one of the most competent arena shooters for Duel and TDM you could ask for. So,
thank you, and thanks for everyone coming in to watch, and to Jehar, of course, casting. Always a pleasure.
And yeah, we don't get to say slaughter, combatant 02. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I try to put the word slaughter into the stream title, and Twitch is like, They don't even say that it's denied. They just say that there was an error, try again, and nothing works until I abbreviate it. So I think that's a clue. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take a nap. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Saturday.